It's a developing story we've been following for you. A federal judge ruling Indiana's treatment of mentally ill inmates exacerbates symptoms. Our TV6 reporter Ebony Monet explains what's happening to these inmates who might one day be released into your community.
Confined to cells for 23 hours a day, denied access to treatment, and segregated. These are some of the conditions cited by a federal judge that finds Indiana's treatment of mentally ill inmates is cruel and unusual punishment.
Being placed in segregation when you are seriously mentally ill without treatment, without human contact, is torture.
The ACLU announced the decision in a lawsuit it first filed 5 years ago on behalf of mentally ill prisoners and advocates. The ruling says Indiana's Department of Correction was aware of concerns about its treatment of mentally ill prisoners, and the IDOC has been, quote, deliberately indifferent.
Yes, the treatment is expensive. However, the evidence shows and the numbers show that it's much less expensive to treat someone with quality treatment over the course of their lifetime than to incarcerate them.
Mental health advocates say there are more mentally ill people in Indiana's shelters and prisons than hospitals. People staying at Indianapolis's Wheeler Mission say they see this firsthand.
It's either a mental illness or drugs got them, either one, but, I mean, most of them stay out in the cold, regardless if they got a shelter or not. They stay out in the cold on the streets because they don't want to come in here and deal with the shelter.
Of the 28,000 plus men and women in IDOC custody, more than 5,800 are estimated to be mentally ill. And the ACLU says their treatment impacts everyone because more than 90% will rejoin society and in some cases will be worse off without care.
They're all going to be released one day, and the question you have to ask yourself as a Hoosier is, do we want someone released who is acutely psychotic, or do we want someone who has been treated?
Now the next step is for attorneys from both sides to meet within 45 days to come up with possible solutions.